Manchester United has agreed personal terms with Jarrad Branthwaite, according to the latest reports coming through from Time Sport. Here is the update as we do get into the summer transfer window. It's the first day of the window, the 14th of June. That is the day. And guys, we will be here to talk more about it as we get into this hot talk. Now, this is the update coming through from Time Sport. It is saying that Manchester United have agreed personal terms with this Everton centre-back, Jarrad Branthwaite, a player that Manchester United has been monitoring for a while, saying that according to the terms in the agreement, Branthwaite will be paid between 150 to 160,000 pounds per week. Honestly, before, under previous circumstances, this could have been about 300,000 pounds per week, given how Manchester United have seemed to be desperate to sign this kid. But Ineos are saying no more crazy wages. Branthwaite will be among the top earners, at least for all the new signings who will come in if it goes on to materialize. So this is a report coming from Time Sport. It's the chief writer of Time Sport, who is called Ziegler. He's a credible source who has written this, saying that Man United, and by the way, we've been seeing this coming. United has consistently been linked with this a young player, this England born, this English international who did not make it to the final team for the Euros, meaning that made him available for talks to be advanced and moving on, as Manchester United are not willing to waste any time. Well, welcome aboard. This is the transfer tracker. Of course, today will be day one of the summer transfer window, and guys, we do make 1 year. This channel was started in the last summer. It was started in the last summer, and guess what? We are here again. How far we've come. Thank you so much for being a part of us, and thank you for being a part of our growth story. Let's only keep growing and getting better. We make mistakes, we learn, we come back again. But the most important thing is the love for Manchester United never stops. It only keeps growing. Now, this is the latest coming through by Time Sport that Jarrad Branthwaite could be our first centre-back signing of the summer, according to what we are getting. His price at about, first it was about 70 million pounds. It dropped down to about 50. I think Man United can still talk Everton down to less than that, because Everton are desperate for money, and I think that is the advantage that Man United are trying to pounce on. But for me, signing Jarrad Branthwaite is a sign of many things. First of all, it is proof that perhaps the money is there, because I don't think we are going to sign him alone, because we are already linked, and we are going to speak about him. We are linked to Lenny Yoro, who was not in the initial plans of Man United, but because of how exciting a prospect he is, clubs around Europe are interested in him. They are looking at him as a good prospective signing for the team. Just that he's a bit overpriced by Lille. He's wanted by Liverpool and Real Madrid. He loves Real Madrid, who seem to be, I think, leading the rest to sign him. The only thing is Real Madrid are not willing to overpay for him. He's valued. I'm talking about Lenny Yoram. Just want to put him away before I go back to Jarrad Branthwaite, because I think him and Todibo are the most serious targets for Manchester United for a long time. But I just said that Yoro could be a third signing. United could still sign Branthwaite, sign Todibo, and Yoro, and that would speak to the money. It would mean it is not true what we've been told or made to believe, that Manchester United doesn't have money to spend, because where is this money coming from? Ineos made an investment, and probably there should be a way we could have creatively worked around the financial fair play man and be able to sign players and have more money than the 50 million quid we are believed to have. And this is what you do if you have competent people running the show. Before, you would think, and I was asking myself this question for so long. Why was it that it looked like the financial fair play only affects Manchester United, but teams like Man City, Chelsea signed so many players in the last summer? They are still going into the market and are aggressively signing players. They are leading the chase to sign Michael Olise. And I'm thinking, where are they getting all this money? If they're spending so much, are they making so much money? But if you do business right, you have the funds to sign players. So for me, I think that's the lesson we learn, if this is true. So this is what is coming through. So Lenny Yoro could be signed. So Debo is still a top target for Manchester United. He's waiting on us. So probably we could sign 3 centre backs, because without a shadow of a doubt, Varane already is gone. We know that Harry Maguire could go. Uh, Victor Lindelof could go. So Lenny Yoro is looked at the young player who can come in and replace Victor Lindelof. Whereas Todibo and Branthwaite are the two centre backs who will come in and try to compete for starting places in the central defense. Now, signing Branthwaite could be a sign that perhaps Ineos are not sure about the fitness of Lisandro Martinez, because I don't think they would have gone for him and Todibo. And uh, uh, yet, if Lisandro Martinez fitness is guaranteed, so it's very important. It's very important to sneak into that. But this is the latest update coming through from a Time Sport. It's a credible source, and it's I think important for us to go into this early, go for early signings, go early into the window, sign players, and send a statement, rather a statement to the clubs that are to all these clubs that we are linked with. We send a statement to them that indeed we do have the money to spend. We do have the money to spend in this window, and we are meaning business in this window. So this is exactly what's happening with Manchester United. Beautiful stuff there coming through from our beloved club. So Jarrad Branthwaite is a target there, and we've made progress. Now, we've been linked also to Mathis Delete, according to reports that came in earlier, coming through from some decent sources still. But I think for me, if we sign Branthwaite, get Todibo, Lenny Yoro, unless we miss out on Lenny Yoro, perhaps if we are still desperate for a third signing, we could go for someone else. But I think the lead now is with Yoro. Tell me whether I think that is a good player to start with. I was a bit distracted by something here, but I beg your pardon. But let me know if you are you're moved by Jarrad Branthwaite being our first signing. Now with Lenny Yoro, I think I gave you a good brief of what's going on with him. He's a bit overpriced. Real Madrid say they can only pay 30 million pounds for him. Real want about 50. Will Man United pay that? I don't think so. But they can still, if he's an 18-year-old extremely talented kid. That's why Liverpool, Madrid, and Man United are going in for him. So what exactly can be done? I think for me, the lesson I pick from this and is that Ineos have the money. We have the money to spend. It is said that representatives of some of these players that we've been linked with were seen at Carrington. Gestifute guys, of course, Gestifute is the agents owned by George Mendes. These are the guys who represent Lenny Yoro, I think. They represent Joao Neves. So they represent a couple of players we've been linked with. So meaning there is a high chance that Manchester United could be in the lead to sign Joao Neves, despite him being linked to Arsenal. Arsenal are losing Thomas Partey, so they could be going for Joao Neves. They want him seriously. But United seem to be leading the race. So is Manchester City. They have still also low-key been linked with him. So it's an interesting moment. I've been saying it consistently that Man United has got to go into bidding wars with the top clubs for the top players before we've been left behind, chickening out of these big conversations with top players because of the lack of money. I think this is the summer window where we get into those bidding wars for top serious players, world-class players, and Eric Ten Hag indeed will be given players who can really give him a chance to compete for the ultimate one, that is the Premier League title, and of course, us coming back to the Champions League and being as competitive as we can get. A good, I think, report to start the summer transfer window with. It is just hours away to the official opening, but trust you me, we will be here with the transfer tracker with me, myself, and I, as we do follow every transfer, every speculation, every story, every rumor concerning Manchester United. A striker is needed. The centre back seems to be the first one Ineos want to sort. So they're going to take it one at a time. By the way, it is reported that even the goalkeeping situation might emerge. But that for me is not so as important as the centre back and all these outfield players, because the first choice goalkeeper is known in Andro Nana. So the backup can be sorted later. For now, we want a centre back, we want a holding midfielder, we want a striker to back up Rasmus Højlund. Guys, I've been thinking about this striker talk, and I was thinking, how about we make a daring approach for Harry Kane? We couldn't sign him because we didn't have the money to sign him from directly from Spurs, but also Daniel Levy doesn't sell directly to Premier League clubs. It's difficult to negotiate with him to sell directly to a competitor. But now that Bayern failed to win a title, we are rebuilding something. Harry Kane is left with a few years playing at the topmost level. He has a few goals to score in the Premier League. He would be the best player for Hoyland to learn from. How about we make an audacious bid, because we seem to have the money, make an audacious bid to give them a player, some more cash, and bring Hurricane in the Premier League, and we get back proper into the title conversation. How would that be? Well, let me know what you think. I was just thinking out loud because I'm thinking with Vincent Company at Bayern, Hurricane can be, scratch to move, because Bayern is rebuilding. I don't think Hurricane is for really that kind of rebuilding. He would rather come back in the Premier League and break more records, score more goals. Honestly, I think he would, because I mean he's getting bored in the Bundesliga. He's scoring goals for fun. Anyway, I was just thinking out loud. If it's just the start of the summer transfer window, and of course, if Ineos are showing us that they have the money, well, we are getting excited, and maybe we could even go for the hottest ones. Even Victor Osimhen is there. He has told Napoli he wants to leave. So United should be in these bidding wars, shouldn't we? Subscribe, like, and share. I'll catch you later.